We all want to be successful, but the truth is you're never going to get there unless you're willing to walk through the fire and burning away everything that's weak about you. Why? Well, because success doesn't come easy. Success doesn't come for free. Success demands sacrifice. Success demands focus, grit, determination, resilience. In other words, it demands that you suffer. You want to know why you must suffer before you succeed. To answer that question, we're going to look at 3 truths about success. Truth number 1, everyone suffers. You ever heard of a famous person and thought to yourself, wow, they really had it easy. Life just handed them success. They just got lucky. Well, newsflash, no one gets lucky. Everyone suffers. There's a beautiful quote by the Brazilian poet Mario Quintana that goes like this: every man has his own sorrows. The wise man has his, but he also has his remedies. What he means by this is that everyone suffers, but those who have wisdom use their suffering as fuel, as motivation to improve themselves, to overcome their problems, and to rise above their circumstances. So you might think that some people have it easy in life, but trust me, no one has it easy. Everyone has their own battles to fight. Everyone has their own demons to conquer. Don't be fooled by appearances. Just because someone is rich or famous or successful, it doesn't mean they haven't suffered. In fact, it probably means they suffered more than the average person to get where they are today. So if you want to succeed, if you want to achieve greatness, you must understand that everyone suffers. It's part of the human condition. But here's the choice you get to make. You either let your suffering hold you back or you use it to propel you forward. Truth number 2, suffering builds character. Do you want to know what separates the successful few from the non-successful many? It's not talent. It's not intelligence. It's not even luck. It's character. Your character, my friend, is the sum total of your choices when no one is watching. It's the sum total of your habits when no one is looking. And it's this character that will determine whether or not you rise to the top. Now, guess what? Character is built through suffering. Think about it. When you go through hard times, when you face challenges, when you push yourself beyond your comfort zone, that's when you grow. That's when you learn about yourself. That's when you discover what you're truly made of. As the Greek philosopher Epicurus said, it's not things that upset us, it's our opinions about those things. What he means by this is that it's not the situation that causes our suffering, it's our thoughts about the situation and what we choose to believe about that situation. So, for example, if you get rejected by a girl, you can either think to yourself, wow, I'm such a loser, nobody wants me. Or you can think to yourself, you know what? This is just a small setback. I'm going to use this as fuel to improve myself and come back even stronger next time. See, the first person is allowing their situation to define them. They're letting their suffering consume them. They're letting their rejection turn into self-rejection. But the second person, the successful person, the high-value man, he uses his situation as a learning opportunity. He understands that suffering is not a bad thing. In fact, he embraces it. He looks forward to it. Why? Because he knows it's through suffering that character is built, that resilience is built, that toughness is built. So if you want to succeed, you must understand that suffering is not something to avoid. It's not something to be afraid of. It's something to embrace. Truth number 3, greatness is forged in the fire. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The road to greatness is a difficult one. It's a road that's paved with sacrifice, with hard work, with dedication, with commitment. It's a road that's filled with obstacles, with setbacks, with failures. But here's the thing, it's worth it. Because on the other side of that road is greatness. On the other side of that road is victory, is the life you're after. But you can't get there by being comfortable. You can't get there by taking shortcuts. You can't get there by avoiding the pain. No, you must walk through the fire. You must embrace the discomfort. You must suffer. You see, greatness is forged in the fire. It's created through struggle. It's born out of adversity. And that's what makes it so special. That's what makes it so rewarding. Because you don't appreciate something that comes easy. You don't value something that requires no effort. But you do value and you do appreciate things that are hard won. Things that are earned through sweat, through tears, through blood, through sacrifice. So if you want to achieve greatness, you must be willing to go through the fire. You must be willing to walk through the pain. You must be willing to suffer. Because that's where greatness is born. That's where champions are made. That's where legacies are built. Let me say it again for those who are still listening. Greatness is forged in the fire. It's created through struggle. It's born out of adversity. And that's what makes it so special. That's what makes it so rewarding. Because you don't appreciate something that comes easy. You don't value something that requires no effort. But you do value and you do appreciate things that are hard won, things that are earned through sweat, through tears, through blood, through sacrifice. So if you want to achieve greatness, you must be willing to go through the fire. You must be willing to walk through the pain. You must be willing to suffer, because that's where greatness is born. That's where champions are made. That's where legacies are built. Let me tell you something about the fire. The fire purifies. It burns away all the impurities. It burns away all the weaknesses. It leaves you stronger, tougher, more resilient. So embrace the fire. Let it burn you. Let it refine you, because on the other side of that fire, you will be a different person. You will be better. You will be stronger. You will be more prepared for whatever life throws your way. You see, life is not meant to be easy. Life is meant to be lived to its fullest. And you can't do that if you're always running from the pain. If you're always trying to hide from reality, you're doing yourself a disservice. So face your problems head on. Face your fears head on. Walk through the fire head on, because that's how you become a man. That's how you become successful. That's how you become great. Now look, I know it's not easy. It's not easy to face your pain. It's not easy to go through the fire. But here's the thing, it's not supposed to be easy. If it were easy, everyone would do it. But you're not everyone. You're special. You're unique. You're one of a kind. And that's why you must do what others are not willing to do. You must suffer what others are not willing to suffer, because the rewards will be all the sweeter for it. Trust me, my brothers, when you finally stand victorious on the other side of the fire, when you finally achieve your goals, when you finally live the life you want, it will be the sweetest thing you've ever experienced. Why? Because you earned it. You didn't just get lucky. You didn't just get handed the success. You didn't just receive the reward for nothing. No, you worked for it. You suffered for it. You bled for it. And that makes all the difference. So stop complaining, stop whining, stop making excuses, stop looking for shortcuts, stop trying to take the easy path. Instead, face your pain, face your fears. Walk through the fire, embrace the struggle, become strong, become resilient, become unbreakable, become a beast, because that's what it takes to win. That's what it takes to be successful. That's what it takes to live the life you want. So go out there and embrace your suffering. Use it to make yourself better. Use it to make yourself stronger. Use it to make yourself unstoppable. And when you do, you will succeed. You will be victorious. You will be the best version of yourself. And when that day comes, when you finally stand at the top of the mountain, looking down at the world, you will know that it was all worth it. Because the view from the top is absolutely priceless.